Ahead of the 2023 elections, the European Union Centre for Electoral Support has launched its first ever inclusive resources centre for women, youths and persons living with disabilities in UK Kashi Development Area of Nasarawa State. The centre of it is to train and equip participants on electoral matters and economic independence. Correspondent Gloria Ikiba has details.
Nigeria's political space is dominated by men, leaving out the women, youths, and persons living with disabilities. These group of persons constitute over 70% of the nation's population, but have always been underrepresented in governance. This pilot inclusive resource center is to ensure inclusive representation in Nigeria's democratic system by the next general elections in 2023. Women, youths, and persons living with disabilities are expected to be educated on electoral matters, government, politics, and also acquire skills that will enable them to be self-reliant and economically viable to contest for elections.
To learn the rudiment of engagement. A lot of times you have people out there who have the ambition to run for offices, but they do not know how. We are trying as much as possible to instill that we can do business without our recourse to just money. It's not about money politics. It's about you. It's about what you are able to project about yourself. It should be people-oriented. And everyone has some measure of leadership quality in her or in him. And being disabled does not mean that you cannot contribute your quota.
We have financial problems because you cannot go into politics without fully financially prepared. We also have the issue of women getting into politics late. You have to decide in time. You have to identify with your community in good time. You have to be part of the process at the initial stage before you get to the level of the prime.
Where women, youths, and persons living with disabilities are involved, the Nigerian nation is considered inclusive, and this will help build families, communities, and thereby the nation at large.
It is a resilience by having this self-empowerment scheme, excess, which has been brought to our doorsteps, and we feel every meaningful youth and also people that live with the disabilities that will key in. So as in order to better our society for a better tomorrow, in order to reduce redundancy and some bad element to society. All this happened as a result of lacking of what to do and some social vices. But if they are engaged fully, I believe all these social vices, especially the drug abuse, narcotics attitude, I believe it will be really been taken care of.
Of course, capacity building for women, but also for all the marginalized people in the area, and that's why we wanted to open the first one in a rural area, even if we are really close to Abuja. But anyway, we are not in Abuja. It's not a urban area, it's a rural area, and what we want is really to open this center to everybody in the area. This is not an exclusive resource center, this is an inclusive resource center.
This center here in Uke, Nasarawa State by EKES to support electoral processes impressively is funded by the German government, and it is a pilot phase. It is expected to be replicated across the country for the sole purpose of building capacity in grassroots engagement, media engagement, effective and progressive use of ICT to enable the underrepresented persons to get empowered to create wealth. If Nigerian women, youths, and persons living with disabilities must take over the political space by 2023, then now is the time to start strategizing to leave no one behind. Gloria Kiba, TV News, Abuja.